What's going on, everybody? So another interesting week. Had some really good fragrances this week. Really good fragrances this week. Some stuff that's new to the collection that I finally got around to doing some full wearings that I've been quite impressed with. Some fresher stuff, and then one that I just can't seem to stop wearing. You should expect this particular fragrance, but it's week number 105 in the weekly rotation. So stay tuned. Starting off on Sunday. So this is one of those new fragrances to the collection that I'm finally getting around to wearing that I've been quite impressed with, that being Halloween Man Hero. I have really been enjoying this one. I had wore this out the shower the previous night. Wore it during the day. It's in the Invictus Aqua family for sure. It's got those types of vibes, but fruitier. I find it to be a bit fruitier than Invictus Aqua. Performance is above average, not some kind of beast or anything like that, but definitely not a weak performer. It's been like 6-7 hours, which is kind of the range I get from Invictus Aqua. Definitely really enjoy this one. Not too synthetic. Actually a really solid designer release. I really dig this one. This is my jam. This is right up my alley. Blind Buy safe if you like fresh aquatic fragrances or you're looking for a new fresh aquatic fragrance. This is actually a solid release for 2021, and they're already cheap from discounters. I actually picked it up from fragrancebuy.ca. I forgot exactly how much for this 4.2 ounce, but I know it wasn't real high. It was in the 30s, if I remember correctly. You know, very affordable, and one that I deem value for your money for sure. I feel like it could go for higher and still be acceptable. Doesn't strike me as a super cheap fragrance in any way. Very enjoyable. Going to do a full review eventually. I want to get a few more wearings in first, but so far I'm really digging Halloween Man Hero. And then we got the shower. It was time for a good shave. I grabbed my shave set for Katie's Bubbles, A Midnight Dreary. And this is the aftershave splash for it. There we go. It's focused. So this has a lot of menthol. This really cools the skin. But it's a darker kind of floral, dark woods, slightly earthy and powdery type of scent profile. The soap is absolutely gorgeous. This is just full of menthol. So if you don't like menthol aftershave splashes, be wary of Midnight Dreary. Happy accident on the rhyming. It's dark. It's mysterious. It absolutely, what it says on the bottle is accurate. If it would focus, that would be lovely. A dark and mysterious blend, that it is. It's very enjoyable. It's the only set I have from Katie's Bubbles. The only thing is, after about an hour and a half, the scent's gone. So I went with the timeless classic Acqua di Gio from Giorgio Armani. From time to time, I just get in the mood for this one. Never a bad time to smell like this. Yeah, it's dated. It's played out. But there's still tons of guys that wear it even to this day. It's still the #1 selling men's fragrance currently, not just of all time. So this is a lot of guys' signature scents. This is a lot of guys' only fragrance in their collection. This is their cologne. This is their signature scent. This is what they wear every day. And still works, still smells good. I understand for those of us that are really into fragrances, it's extremely boring for you guys. But from time to time, I like to go back to it because I appreciate it for what it is, and it takes me back to the good old 90s every time I wear it. Out the shower, Acqua di Gio. Moving into Monday, I actually wore this as my scent of the day and out the shower that evening. I've been wearing this one out the shower a lot. I've actually worn this one in the last month probably like 8 times. I'm wearing it a lot. I've really been enjoying Givenchy Gentleman Only Absolute. This stuff is really good. Underrated. Doesn't get enough love. Really doesn't. I know Chad from A Gentleman's Journey, shout out to you, Chad, if you see this. He did a review on it a while back, a few years ago, and it's been so long since I've seen the video. I know he had nothing but wonderful things to say about it. He likes it too, but it's, like I said, it's overlooked. In the Gentleman Only line, in the Gentleman line, it's very overlooked. If you like Spice Bomb, this fits that vibe. Doesn't smell exactly like Spice Bomb, but it does smell kind of like Spice Bomb. I'm going to be honest with you. Great alternative, because you can get this cheaper then you can get Spice Bomb most of the time. It's not going to be a drastic difference from a 100 milliliter from discounters for Spice Bomb, but depending on where you get it, it might be 20 bucks or so cheaper. And it performs about the same, and it's definitely in the same family. It smells like Spice Bomb mixed with Givenchy Gentleman Only, that juniper vibe, that fresh smoky juniper that Gentleman Only is known for, with that fruitiness. Mixed out with Spice Bomb, you get Gentleman Only Absolute. I've really been enjoying this. Average performer, like a 6-hour fragrance. Not a beast by any means, but I'm good with 6 hours. I don't know about you guys. For a 40-some-odd fragrance, I'm good with it. Does not have to be a beast in any way, shape, or form. I mean, if I wanted crazy performance, I would look towards Spice Bomb Extreme. That's got crazy good performance, but most of the time I like stuff that's 4 to 8 hours, really. The fresher the fragrance, the less I expect from it. The darker the fragrance, the more I expect from it. This falls somewhere in between, and I'm cool with it. During the day and out the shower, Givenchy Gentleman Only Absolute. Moving into Tuesday, this is another one of those new cheapies that I picked up from that last FragranceBuy.ca haul. This is Gold. This is an awesome fragrance. This is so much better than the $20 you'll spend on it, that being Youp Homme Ice. This stuff is magic, guys. I am telling you. I love this fragrance. Oh, man. The plum just shines. It radiates. You do get a little bit of the Youp Homme DNA here. It's kind of got that cinnamon, fruity kind of smell going, but it's in the background. It's not too heavy into the front. It's not a really spicy fragrance, but there's some fresh spice to it. Like I said, at its core, you can smell Youp Homme. Not a fan of the original Youp Homme, not today's versions anyways. And have a bottle of it. It just kind of sits there. It's not terrible, but I don't like it. It's super synthetic. This outshines it in every way, shape, or form, except in performance. It's not an absurd performer like that, but this stuff is above average. This is like a 7-8 hour fragrance on my skin so far. And projection, no slouch either. Not a room filler, but very present. Definitely pushes off the skin and has a strong trail. The sillage on this one is very nice. I smelled myself all day long. Paid $20.83 before taxes for this US. It's a steal. This is well worth more than the $21 I paid for it. I've been looking for it at rack stores for a long time now, because I know they pop up at the rack stores. I never see it. Finally broke down and bought a bottle. I have been missing out. This stuff is amazing. Full review coming soon. Obviously, I want to get some more wears in on that before I do a full review. And then out the shower, Old Faithful, Prada Luna Rossa, the original. The fragrance that gets the least amount of love besides O Sport in the line. Just soapy clean, well put together, soft, a little creamy and powdery, a little spicy, but dominated by lavender. Nobody does soapy fragrances like Prada. I'm not the only one that says that, and it's true. If you're looking for an incredible, well put together, luxurious smelling soapy fragrance, Prada's got a bunch of them for you, and the original Luna Rossa is one of those. Little bit of a musky, spicy smell to it, like I said before, but dominated with lavender, a soft, fluffy kind of lavender, if you will. It's got this creamy, powdery appeal to it. I really like. Below average to average performer, 4 or 5 hour fragrance. Nothing special in here in performance, but it is one of the more enjoyable, easy to like, spray it and forget it type of fragrances out there. Nobody really talks about it anymore, but it's still some good stuff. As long as you're okay with 4 or 5 hours, which for this scent profile, I actually think it suits it very well. If you need more, there's an Extreme out there that you can go hunt down. Not the easiest to get these days, but this will suffice if you don't mind respraying, because it just smells great. Out the shower, Prada Luna Rossa, the original. Moving into Wednesday, the more I wear this, the more I like it. I don't know if they're back in stock yet. They've been sold out for a little while. But Alexandria Fragrances Et Sauvage Elixir. This stuff is amazing. I love wearing this stuff. It is so damn good. Not one-to-one, but about as close as you're going to get to the original Sauvage Elixir. It performs the same, too. This stuff's a beast. Crazy long-lasting. Has that strong sillage. It's not a super crazy projector after an hour or two, but the sillage, it's got a really good scent cloud. You're just going to smell yourself all day long. 10 hours easy. This stuff is awesome. When it comes back in stock, find yourself an Alexandria Fragrances coupon code, get a bottle. They come in a 100 ml like this and a 60 ml. And it's $100 before the coupon code for this 100 ml. If you can get like a 20% off coupon code, you pay $80 for it. Half of what a 60 ml of Sauvage Elixir costs. And honestly, I normally don't recommend the clone over the original, but if you're looking at retail for Sauvage Elixir versus like say $80 after a coupon code for 100 ml of this, get this. I really think it's the way to go. Now, if you can get a deal on Sauvage Elixir, my vote is always go with the original, as long as you can get a deal on it. I paid retail for it, not the end of the world. I felt comfortable doing so, that's why I did it. But had this came out sooner, I may not have done that just yet. Yes, I wanted to get it to have it, but I don't know. Alexandria did such a damn good job. Try this one if you can. And then out the shower, one that I haven't worn in a while. Hugo Boss, the scent, the original, the Eau de Toilette, the stepchild of the line, because you know Absolute and Private Accord, they get all the love. Nobody talks about the original. I still like the original. The original scent profile is just so gorgeous. I've smelled the Intense, don't own the Intense. I have the Parfum, I have the Absolute, I have Private Accord. I don't have Pure Accord. I'm debating on when I will get that. Eventually I will, because I do want to complete the line, because as a whole, this is an awesome and unique line. And it all started here with the original Eau de Toilette. I think this is still one of the better date night fragrances in the warm weather, because it's just not too much. It's not overbearing for those hot evenings. It just works great, and it gets overshadowed because its flankers are so good, especially Absolute and Private Accord. They're stunning. They're amazing fragrances. They are better than the original, but the original still has something to offer in my opinion. And I just saw it sitting on the shelf and figured why not. Gave myself a few sprays out the shower. Boss the Scent, the EDT. Moving into Thursday, I finally got around to wearing this one. I'm going to be wearing this one pretty regularly this winter. I love the way this smells. That being Maison Margiela Replica Jazz Club. I know I'm very late to the party on this and By the Fireplace. This year I bought this, By the Fireplace, and At the Barber's. 3, in my opinion, must-haves from this replica line. Man, I'll tell you what. Boozy, smooth, sweet, rich tobacco. So good. It replicates a jazz club really well. And I used to frequent, not really frequent, but I had my share of times where early in my marriage we would go hit certain jazz clubs in New Orleans when we lived in South Louisiana. I do love the vibe of a jazz club, brass band playing some smooth jazz on the stage, having a nice mixed drink. That's back when I did smoke and you could smoke in those bars. So it definitely takes me back there. I think that's one of the main reasons why I like this fragrance so much. It's my favorite of the 3, even though At the Barber's I wear the most. This is my favorite scent profile of the 3 I have. Definitely one I'm going to be reaching for more and more in the cooler weather. And yeah, the hype is real on this one, people. Don't even bother getting a clone. Save your money and get the original. The original's that good. It's worthy of your money. It's super high quality for a designer. It performs really well. And it replicates exactly what it says it does. During the day, Maison Margiela Replica Jazz Club. If I could get it to focus, that would just be outstanding. Guess it doesn't want to, so we'll just go back here. Whatever. And then out the shower, Boss Bottled Unlimited. Another one that just doesn't get any love. This is my big 200 ml bottle. Yes, I have small hands, but this bottle's that big. It's a gigantic 200 milliliter bottle. Here you go. Versus the 100 ml. So this stuff, another one on the generic side, but just smells great. Violet leaf, mint, pineapple, wood. Simple, pleasing, easy to throw on. Sprayed on the other night. The wife said, "Ooh, you smell nice." She doesn't say that about every single fragrance I wear, so it's always noteworthy when she tells me how nice I smell or what am I wearing because I smell good. Doesn't happen every single day with every single fragrance I wear, so that's usually when I can gauge what some of her enjoyable scents from my collection are, and this is definitely one of those. They're cheap, $30-ish. Gets a 100 ml from most places, most discounters. I picked this 200 ml up from Kingdom Fragrance in the spring. late winter, early spring of this year. And I have a ton of it. I spray it pretty heavy for the most part. I spray it 8 to 10 times, which is more than you actually need with this fragrance. Average performance, like 5 hours. Nothing special, but it does smell awesome. Really, really good cheapie to get your hands on. That's, like I said, a generic smell. It's because of the violet leaf and the fruitiness. It'll remind you of a genre, but I can't think of a specific fragrance that it smells like. But for 30 bucks, you could do a whole lot worse on a fragrance. Trust me, this is a solid pickup as far as cheapies go. Out the shower, Boss Bottled Unlimited. Moving into Friday, this is that one fragrance I said I just can't seem to get enough of. That being Zaharoff Signature Tobacco. I wear this one at least once a week since I got it. It's just that good. So easy to wear, so easy to like, so well balanced because it encapsulates a lot of characteristics of what makes a really good tobacco fragrance. The difference here is it's very aromatic and herbal. It's got the booziness. It's got the sweetness, your vanilla and stuff like that. It's got a lot of woods. It's got this dry, smoky nature to it. But it's a green leaf tobacco that's very herbal. And you have a lot of aromatics, lavender and such, to really brighten it up. Really lift the opening of this fragrance. And it's stunning. It's an above average performer, not a crazy beast, but it performs like a heavier fragrance, but wears like a lighter fragrance. Projects like a light fragrance too. Really gets out in the air. This is some great stuff. I love wearing this one. I wore it 3 days in a row as soon as I got the bottle. I wore it twice the following week. I wore it again today because at the recording of this, it is Friday. I will be traveling tomorrow, so got to get the videos in while I can for you guys. Pre-record a few days out. So this was actually my scent of the day today, and I just love wearing this one. It never gets old. Get a sample. There's sample packs available from Zaharoff in the link below, or if you're ready to grab a bottle, there's 10% off coupon code below. You're going to end up wanting a bottle most likely when you try it. But one of my favorite fragrances in my collection and one of the best releases of the year. And then when I got out the shower, it was time for a good shave. I just shaved a little while ago. I went with my Emperor Zaharoff shave set. This is the aftershave splash. And then I actually haven't done it yet, but because it's still fresh. I just took a shower, but I'm going to be giving myself probably 3 or 4 sprays of Mont Blanc Explorer because this isn't the strongest of scent profiles. Literally, as I'm speaking, this was within the last 30 minutes I put this on. You know, so it's still, I can still smell it. It's still got that fruity Aventus smell. But I'll spray Mont Blanc Explorer on me here in a little while. Lately, when I do some Aventus smelling, shaving type of stuff, my go-to has been Explorer. I seem to be liking it more and more. I enjoy wearing it. I don't think it's 10 out of 10, like I've said before, like some people treat it, but I do like the fragrance. I do think it's a solid fragrance that I have learned to enjoy more and more as time has gone on. So, out the shower on Friday, Emperor Zaharoff shave set, and I'm going to give myself a few sprays of Mont Blanc Explorer. Finally, what I plan on wearing on Saturday. Yes, because I have to record this the night before because my flight leaves at 8:05 in the morning out of Colorado Springs heading to California. So, I just did a few hours ago, as of the recording of this, I recorded a few hours ago my first impressions on the Affique line from Dua Fragrances. And Gracious, this is the versatile daily wear. And it's my cup of tea. So this is what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I have all intentions of wearing this. Bright, fresh, mouth-watering citrus with a bunch of florals and some fresh, spicy greens. Right up my alley, my cup of tea. I really like this. This is the easy wear, versatile fragrance of the bunch. To see all of my thoughts on all 4, there was one I didn't like of the 4 for sure. Make sure to check out that video. I'm sure I'll have an iCard pop up, or it'll be on the end screen at the end of this video, or you can just look at the video right before this one. It's the video right before this one. But man, I'm telling you, this stuff, they did a great job. The quality's there, the performance is there. It definitely performs well. This one isn't loud and in your face, but it lasts. It's still going on my hand because I didn't scrub my hand too much. Like I didn't just go to town like I'm scrubbing something with a Brillo pad, so it's still on my hand from several hours ago. And I've already taken a shower and everything. And I mean, I shaved and all that. And it's still there. I still smell that neroli smell. So, white floral, radiant. It's got a radiance to the smell. It's almost got a warmth to it at the same time, but bright, juicy citrus. I still haven't looked at any notes on any of these fragrances, but this is definitely the one I'm probably going to wear the absolute most. It wasn't my absolute favorite. I gave it a 7 out of 10, though, spoiler alert. So this is very good. This is the one I'll wear the most, though. This is the dumb reach for me. I'm digging it, so I'm definitely going to wear this one on travel day on Saturday tomorrow. This is Gracious from the Effique line. And then when I get out the shower, when I travel, I tend to take Nautica Blue Sail with me most of the time. This will be my out the shower fragrance for Friday and for Saturday. For Saturday and for Sunday. So I love this one. It's basically a fresher, less fruity version of Nautica Blue. Blue Sail, it's just fresher, more aquatic, because Nautica Blue is all about that synthetic pineapple, super fruity. This is actually better than Nautica Blue, to be honest with you. And I've had this travel bottle for a while. I only take it with me to travel, basically. I don't really wear it when I'm at home. I kind of save it for that because it's the perfect size. I mean, it's the perfect size to fit in my little travel toiletry bag with my toothbrush, toothpaste, Dentapix, all that good stuff. So that's where I put it. It actually doesn't ride with my fragrances in my check bag. It rolls with the toiletry bag because it's a toiletry for me. It's my out the shower fragrance. So on Saturday, out the shower, it's going to be Nautica Blue Sail. Well, that's the rotation for week number 105. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback. And I love hearing from you guys. What did you wear this week? Did you happen to wear any of these by chance? I know there's a bunch of people that picked up Et Sauvage Elixir from Alexandria Fragrances. I've had a lot of you tell me in the comments how much you're enjoying it. And I got to tell you, I'm enjoying it too. I don't see myself wearing Sauvage Elixir that often because I have it. It's just such a close representation in performance and scent that why not just spray that one more, to be honest with you. And anybody happen to wear Youp Homme Ice by chance? I mean, anything. What did your rotation look like this week? I love reading that kind of stuff every week in the comments. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the fragrances I wore this past week and you give them a spray now, might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.